여러분, 오랜만이죠? 요즘에 매일매일 하루 종일 열심히 일하고 있어서 당신과 얘기한 지 오래됐어요. 시간 진짜 빨리 가네요. 하지만 죽지 않고 아무 문제도 없어요. 여기는 업데이트가 있어요.
Okay, I'm ready. 여러분, 전 아침이에요. 저는 LA에 살고 있는데 한국에서 영어 선생님이에요. Okay, the rest will be in English. I came in really early today. Today is Friday and I am having to prepare for a birthday party. Not much of a party, unfortunately, due to the current situations, but we are still going to sing the song and we're gonna take pictures. And before I do that, I do need to do the morning work. So I'm gonna get the morning work ready, put it on each of the students' desks, and check in with you guys later. Time for the kids to be here, so I'm gonna show you guys around a little bit and then we're gonna start our day. Got my indoor shoes on.
Oh my, her body's interlaced.
As I mentioned in my previous video, the new school year has started in Korea. My old students graduated and went off to elementary school. I changed classrooms, but I'm teaching the same level for the third time at the same school. This is the theme wall. I put relevant vocab and pictures up here for the students to see all month long. This month's theme is all about me. All of the decor that you see here is basically stuff that I've used last year,
but I still can't find number 15, so don't look too close.
Since I'm teaching the same level, might as well use the same material. But all of the reference material that I put on this magnet wall have been found on Pinterest, Google, or websites like TPT, Teachers Pay Teachers, Twinkle, and other independent teacher sites that are willing to share their material.
The calendar is new though.
I've added this little box that we move on today's date, and then we use the little spinning wheel to find the right season and the right weather for the day.
Parts of you, hand in hand is how we sleep.
I always get asked where I got my alphabetical list. This I purchased from TPT, Teachers Pay Teachers. I can put a link to it down below. I think it's definitely worth the money. It wasn't that much and it's also customizable.
Catch you. We will dance away. Gloomy
This year I got pretty lucky with the furniture that came with the classroom. We got this little cubby with drawers so we can put all of our craft materials inside. I made this makeshift crayon box to hold any extra crayons, and I was able to organize it by color. All other extra things are here: erasers, pencils, glues, and scissors. Each one of the students has their own basket. These are just extra. And here are some books. These are some coloring pages and recycled paper for drawing on the back. When they're finished, they put it here. This is what I call the finished quarter.
I can, so beautiful. I can hear you within the silence. Ooh.
I can finally breathe. There's no one here. It's just me. Really finished with the day. The week is finished as well. Even though I get to leave at 4:30 every day, I still end up staying past 5 o'clock. I didn't tell you guys. Apparently, the Seoul government has made it mandatory for all foreigners to get tested. It's mandatory testing for the COVID. And it is a free testing, so at least we don't have to pay for it. And
we have to get tested by March 31st. They give us a deadline of March 31st. If we don't comply or if we are late in complying, we are going to be fined 2 million won, which is about $2,000. In addition to any additional charges that may occur if I do in the future get COVID. So if I get COVID, I have to pay for my own testing, treatments, and all of the above. No deportation threats, but many people are not happy. If they had targeted areas where there were clusters, like factories, for example, I could understand that. If the factories had foreign workers, and because they have to be so close to each other, I understand if they had to test the foreigners there or all of the people that work at the factory, because that would make more sense, right? It's not like that. And we haven't had an outbreak here at our school. The other day, there were 227 nationals, Korean nationals, who tested positive for COVID. And out of those people, an additional 18 were foreigners. 427 compared to 18 is very drastic. It doesn't make any sense why 2% out of the whole number are being targeted. And why do we have to be put at risk to go into the health center to get tested even though we don't have symptoms? I mean, I understand if they want to pinpoint those people who are possible carriers. That's why I don't mind getting tested. But to make it mandatory is... I don't feel that's right. But it is what it is. Right now, I do have to get tested. So probably maybe on Monday, I'll go ahead and get that test done. I want to go at a time where I will not have as much exposure to other people. Okay, but now that I got this whole rant out of the way, I can get some work done, go home and relax. On the weekend, I'll probably end up doing something. Maybe tomorrow I'll do something. So I'll show you some clips of that now. We're going to an island. Why? Because we're gonna do a very romantic thing.
No. just driving and see sunset.
That's not romantic?
Romantic?
Romantic 아니지? To see the...
Our life is romantic.
What? We were there before. That's 대부도. Right?
So I just got home and I just read a news article. What time is that? I don't even know what. Okay, so I just went on a whole rant before I left work about having to do mandatory testing, right? Well, there's been a news article released talking about how the Seoul metropolitan government has withdrawn its mandatory testing due to the fact that there were some complaints made to the human rights organization here in Korea. So I'll link the article down below for you guys to check it out. So as of right now, I guess I don't have to do mandatory testing, but because they are currently investigating, I guess it says it's investigating if there were any human rights violations. So because it's investigating, I think that it's just been put on the back burner. Props to those two people who filed those complaints. Like, they actually knew the right steps to take, and it has benefited everybody else that's involved, obviously the foreigners that are involved. So thank you, whoever you are. But I do gotta say, it kind of sucks for Gyeonggi-do, which is the area around Seoul. They actually had enforced the mandatory testing, I don't know, like 2 weeks before. So they already finished their testing. I wonder what's gonna happen with them, like those people that didn't do testing. Are they still gonna get penalized? I don't know how that's gonna work, but if you're in Gyeonggi-do, I'm sorry. Well, at least now you don't have to do it again. Like, if they ask you to take the COVID again, a mandatory one, you don't have to. The mandatory thing is not mandatory anymore, or at least for right now. I was so stressed when I came home that I just started cleaning everything. So my apartment is very clean right now. Okay, bye!